Hello, traders. It's Wednesday, December 29th, and we are in the final week of an excellent trading year. Before I get today's video started, and yes, I'm going to review the prior pick, I'm going to be looking for stocks that'll set up well for the next few days. But before I get to all of that, I'd like to ask for your help. This YouTube channel has about 14,000 subscribers, and I'd like to get to 30,000 next year, but I need your help. In the interest of getting these videos out as soon as possible, I record them, I render them, and I post them to YouTube, but I don't go back and pull out all the valuable lessons. And that's where I can really use your help. In fact, I can use help across a number of different fronts. So if I go to my YouTube channel, you'll see that the videos are just kind of posted. And once the video is recorded, posted, 3 or 4 days have elapsed, that's it. The video dies. But there are nuggets of information in each one of these videos. And what I'm hoping to do is to get a number of you to help me go back through some of those previous videos. And I'm willing to give you free time on Option Stalker in exchange for that. So I'll have a link within the description section of this video. If you're interested in helping myself out, if you're interested in helping other traders, I'd like to go in, I'd like to have people look at a specific video, watch it, take the tip of the day. What did you get out of that video? What nugget of information did you not know before you watched that video? If we can capture that, then we can caption it, and then I'll have an editor, which incidentally, I will need some help editing. I've got all the original AVI files, but I'd like to condense each one of these videos down to maybe a 3, 4, 5 minute segment that's got a very, very important lesson. And then I'd like to catalog all of it, organize it so that this is a resource that traders can use for many, many years. And yes, number 5, I'd like to have some live events. I've looked at how to do so on YouTube. It's a little bit complicated because you have to have specific recording software. So in any event, I'm looking for some help there as well. And I know that some of you are probably thinking, oh, what the heck? This guy's getting rich on YouTube. Why would I want to help this guy get rich? That's not what's happening. I've got 14,000 subscribers to this YouTube channel. A tiny sliver, just a tiny little fraction of you are subscribers to One Option or Option Stalker. And that's okay because you don't have to be a member of Option Stalker to take advantage of these valuable lessons. This is what my December looks like. $589. I averaged about $600 off of YouTube revenue over the course of the last year. There's hardly any revenue in it. In fact, if I get enough of you helping me, you know those annoying ads that you see at the beginning of each one of these videos? Well, it's not worth $600 a month to me. I'm sorry. This is just puny money. I don't care. And I don't want you battered by all these gurus out there who want to sell you their secret formula for $5,000. So if I get enough traction on this and I get enough of you that are interested in really helping me build out this resource, I'm going to continue to produce content perhaps on a daily basis. I'm already recording 5 or 6 videos a week. I'll do 7 videos a week. I'll have excellent trade ideas. I'll explain the rationale behind those trades, but I need your help. I've got probably a few hundred videos and I'd like to go back and pull those pieces out. The only way for me to accomplish all of this is with an army. And I have an army here. A lot of you love what we do. This will be an excellent resource for you. In addition to being able to get some free time on Option Stalker, I feel that when you go back and you look at these videos and you pull that information out, you're going to be learning and that lesson is going to resonate with you. So please help me grow this YouTube channel. Look for that link on how to reach me. You can reach me via email. In the subject line, just put YouTube. I'm looking to get as many people together that are interested in helping me. And then I'll also have someone who can kind of organize this effort top down so that we know which videos we're concentrating on and which ones we're captioning and which ones we're editing. I think this can be just an incredible resource. And in the future, when you visit this YouTube channel, you'll be able to go in and look at the type of lesson that you'd like to learn and then be able to pick and watch just a tiny nugget, maybe a 5-minute segment. So it'll be very fast. You'll be able to move from one to the other. So thank you so much, first and foremost, for being followers on this YouTube channel. I know a lot of you are extremely loyal, and I appreciate that. I take what I consider to be the meat of every trading day out of my session to record these videos, and that's usually from an hour to 2 hours into the trading day. That's when I find most of my opportunities. I want to share that knowledge. So let's go in, let's take a look at how we did on the last pick, which I recorded a video 2 days ago. I had mentioned earlier that the market's going to be chopping around. There is not much that's going to be happening in the next few days. Asset managers have squared off. They're doing a little bit of window dressing, so you're going to see a little bit of price movement, a little bit of rotation in certain sectors. But look at this action here. Red, green, long green candles. Oh, here we go. Nice rally. Oh, yeah. Breakout, new high of the day. Here we go. Here we go. New all-time high. Blam! Big red candle. But of course, if you read my daily pre-open market comments, you know that we don't buy gaps higher to a new all-time high because they are frequently faded. And so as the day progresses, bullish engulfing candle. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now it's just going to chop around. There's not going to be a lot of trading opportunity. In option stalker, blue line below zero, that means that the volume is below the 20-day moving average. And you can see how this is a very, very light trading period. So keep your size small, reduce your trade count. If you can find one or two stocks, make a little bit of money, you're way ahead of the game, but you should err on the side of not trading. So let's take a look at the last pick that I had, AAPL. Then we'll run a quick search. AAPL, very, very nice. Downward sloping trend line right here. Breach to the upside. December 27th was the last day that I recorded. And I did that recording mid-morning. And you can see right in here's where the recording came out. There's where Apple finished the day. So we're in somewhere around 177.90 or so. And the stock finished at about 180.40, let's call it. So really decent trading opportunity there. I like Apple. I think Apple can continue to go higher. Let's see what we can find as far as other trades are concerned. I'm going to run a search and we'll put up the custom search engine, and we've got to be super, super selective right now. So here's what I've done is I've gone in and I've looked for a stock that's on a trade signal for a 5-minute basis and a 15-minute basis. We could search across every time frame. I also wanted to make sure that not only did the stock finish well, but it has long-term relative strength versus the S&P 500. This is a key component to everything that we do. And you can see that on a daily and a 4-hour basis, these stocks are strong relative to the market. Show me a stock that finished above the prior day's high. Hey, yesterday the market finished lower. So if a stock could take out its previous day's high, that's a really good sign. Hey, show me a stock that had heavy volume yesterday. I want to see stocks that have lots of buyers on a day when the market is doing nothing. In fact, the market has low volume. This is a tell for me. Show me a stock that's got some decent option liquidity. At least that way, I may not be trading options right now, but at least I know that the stock has some pretty decent liquidity because it has options. Let's talk a minute about trading options right now. First of all, you've got extreme time decay happening this week because nobody feels that the market is going to go anywhere in the last few trading days of the year. So option implied volatilities are going to collapse and shrink because there's no uncertainty. Year end, market's going to close near its high. Everything's calm, so you should not be buying options. The other thing that you're going to notice in very light trading is that the bid-ask spread widens out. That's because market makers don't want to take positions and they feel like, all right, well, if you're willing to bang a bid or rip an offer, here you go. You want to do anything in between? Forget about it. Not interested. So as those spreads widen out, it becomes more and more difficult for you to make money. So you should not be trading options right now. If you want to be a premium seller, you're not going to get much in the way of reward either because you're having to go very, very close to the money and there's very low option implied volatility. I don't know how else to tell you. This is a time when you really want to keep your powder dry. So let's see what the search result yielded. And I click scan, and these are the 4 candidates. So before I started recording, I just thought it'd be easier to get this off screen. And there are our 4 candidates. Now, the one thing that you'll notice that's been added to the watch lists is this BS column. This tells us if the stock is on a buy or a sell signal, and it tells us across what timeline. Really big feature because, like any technical indicator, it's nice to see that the signals not only are good for a 5-minute basis, but 15, 30. In fact, we'll expand this window here, and you can see it's got a buy signal on a 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour daily basis for Juniper. Hallelujah! That stock's got a lot going for it. I do a lot of fishing, and if you looked at a map of a lake, you'd go, oh, hey, this area looks like it's going to hold a lot of fish because it's got great structure. Well, even once you have that general area, you're looking for a spot within a spot within a spot. And that's how multiple time frames work. So when you have confirmation for a technical indicator across multiple time frames, it strengthens that signal. So here we've got strength across every time frame, and you can also see how we track the volume on a 15-minute and 30-minute basis for this stock above average volume. So this is a very, very easy way for us to be able to look at searches and stocks that are in our lists to see how they are performing on these various time frames. So let's go through and take a look at each one of these stocks and see if there's an opportunity for us. Juniper, compress, 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 a little bit of a pop late in the day. This is not a big mover, but I do like this breakout here through horizontal resistance, and I do like this follow through. 2 long green candles stacked. That looks pretty good to me. Juniper could easily be my pick of the day. MRAI, not familiar with this. Not a lot to go off of really, not a lot of data. Nice little breakout, but you can see tails above body. Is it really going to get through? I don't know. Not a lot of data, so I would not trade it. NTGR, 50-day moving average, poking its head through that resistance level right there. Not bad. It's got some room to get up to the 100-day moving average. A little bit of horizontal resistance here at the $30 level. Final one, SFM. Rally up, there's your flagpole, downward sloping trend line, bullish flag formation, there's your release right there, very nice. Got another flagpole, downward sloping trend line, breach to the upside, SFM. That is your pick of the day. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart, see what it did. Gradual grind higher. So this is a food producer, Sanderson Farms, excuse me, it's Sprout Farms. So higher inflation, yes, we should see them adjust their prices higher, maintain their profit margins, and that daily chart is very, very strong. Not much in the way of pullbacks, but you can see if you're going to trade this, you want to buy these dips right in here, and you want to draw your downward sloping trend line. And as soon as that dip is resolved favorably to the upside, that would be a good entry point for you. So make sure that you're being very selective. There you've got your long green candle on the open, so you know there are lots of buyers, good volume throughout the course of the day. Spikes and then pulls back. Well, the market also happened to pull back right here. So you've got your downward sloping trend line, 2 long green candles stacked. This would be your entry point. That's your stop out level right there. More than half of that long green candle is preserved, so you know that that would be a decent entry point. As soon as you can get through that downward sloping trend line, You buy here and then you just park on it for a while. And in this case, you see the stock going from roughly about $29 to about $29.50 or so, I think, at the close of the day. So it's a 50-cent winner on a $29 stock. Didn't have to trade it very much. You could just kind of sit on it, let the stock grind higher. I do like that breakout. SFM is your pick of the day. This is not something to write home about. This is not an incredible moving tech stock that's going to skyrocket. This is just a nice, safe play that you can watch during the course of the week. It's going to be a very, very dull trading session. By the way, I'll spend like 2 minutes on why the market rallies into year end. If you think about what the big money wants to do, they want to make a lot of money. And then one of the ways that they get paid is through a percentage of the assets under management. Well, if you have more assets under management and if all those asset values are going up in price, guess what? Your percentage that you get on those assets is higher. And so there's a disincentive for asset managers to sell into year end. It would have to be something really, really special to get them to start unloading all of their stocks because they're just going to sit on it. They're going to let those portfolios mark on the high of the year. Bullish speculators are going to come in and they're going to nibble, 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 drive the market higher on very, very low volume. And those portfolios will mark at the high of the year. That's good for asset managers. They're going to have nice big fat bonus checks. That's why it happens. This is a year in, year out anomaly. The Fed also accommodates because they don't tighten into year end. They want everybody to look at their portfolios at the end of the year. They want them to be happy. They want them spending money. That's good for the economy. So that's why you get this Santa Claus rally. In fact, November and December, typically very, very strong months for the market. But you can see on a longer term basis, we are starting to see some real volatility. For us to have this type of selling pressure in November and December is not typical. And this is a warning sign to me. Yes, we're finishing on the all-time high. That's wonderful. I'm not looking for a big drop in January, but I think that as 2022 starts to unfold, you're going to see more nervous trading like this. And you're going to start seeing some tightening fears creep into the market. So just know that on a longer term basis, on a swing basis, we still want to be waiting for those dips. And then we want to be selling out of the money bullish put spreads on the strongest stocks. That's what we're going to be looking for. That's what we're going to be waiting for. You know, I told you to do as much right here and here on that 100-day moving average on those major support levels, still distancing yourself from that low in the event that the market pokes below and still has a little bit more room to go on the downside. But these dips don't last long. Boing, as soon as the market bounces, the stock bounces, those puts vaporize and you make money on your bullish put spread. So I still think that's a strategy that you want to take advantage of, but you have to be patient and you have to wait for these market dips. So SFM, that's your pick of the day, your pick of the week. I don't know that I'm going to be doing any other videos the rest of the week because the trading volume is going to be so light. But if you're interested in helping me build this YouTube channel, if you like this YouTube channel, I think this is going to be an opportunity for you to learn, go in, find those nuggets of information, help me identify them. We'll go back, we'll take those 5-minute segments out of the video, we'll caption them, we'll catalog them so that other traders in the future can go back and learn from that. Thank you so much. Please look for that link on how to reach me in the description of this video. Good luck with your trading. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.